text speak. Fucking hate that shit. First of all, somebody's willing to put like effort into fucking text, like the effort to text you, which it might just be something like "sup" or like "hey, how you doing?" You know, something silly like that. Just something really nonchalant, and you're like, "Oh, not much," but much is even abbreviated because that's like 4 fucking letters. Fuck that. Like, bye, gotta go. That shit that pisses me off every fucking time, but not as much as the fucking phrase "K." Just "K." It just seems like you don't give a shit about what the person's texting you. Like, I'm sitting here texting novels to you, and you're texting me like, "Oh, okay," or because I don't know what the fuck that means. That's a very vague phrase. It could be like, or it could be like, or And that's the problem. There's 3 fucking phrases that are all, and it just seems sassy to me. Like, I get that you're fucking trying to be, like, concerned about what I said, but I texted you like 4 pages, and you're sending me 1? Fuck you. Fuck you. And you didn't even use all 160 fucking letters that you can use. That's some bullshit. Like, every time I sit there and text to some chicks, they just have this, like, "Oh yeah, lol, you should do that." And it's always like, bitch, it's 2 more letters. That text was like 7 fucking words. It's not gonna fucking break the bank to do 2 more fucking letters. Be like, "Oh man, yeah, that would be cool. You should do that." That would fit on 1 text, but instead it's always like, no, you should do that, and then you should do that, and should is not spelled right half the time. I figured most of my friends have graduated high school, so like, I learned that shit in middle school, so that's some bullshit, and you should fucking learn to spell. Versus your, is actually a word. I would like to point that out. Is like a legit place. Once. Like, it's just lazy and inconsiderate. I hope that my smoke isn't getting in the fucking lens. But anyways. That's always been my issue, though. It's like fucking motherfuckers that can't type 3 fucking letters. You. Okay is only 4 letters, and it doesn't take any more. And it looks like you actually put some effort into it. Which, like, I feel like that's the majority of texting, is feeling like you put effort into it. Because it's a really short thing. It doesn't take any real effort to text somebody. It's like, "Oh, here, let me whip out my phone. Squibbly dibbly doo." And it's easy as shit every fucking time. And, like, sure, you might have to unlock your phone. Oh, God. You know, like, the 30 seconds it takes to do that. I mean, I have a really complex one, so it takes me, like, a minute maybe if I fuck it up 3 times. And then I'm like, "Oh, God." Okay, I got it. But that's always my fucking problem with it, is it just seems really, like, disconcerted about the individual. But, like, I feel like you should put more effort into it. But that could just be me. Maybe it's because I like people to be concerned about what I say. I don't think I matter in most people's books. I mean, like, there's a lot of people in the world, but I wouldn't say, like, any of them are dicks. No, I'd say a lot of them are dicks. That's always my issue. It's like a lot of motherfuckers are just real assholes about it. They'll be like, "Oh, okay." And they'll spell out K, like K-A-Y, like that's any different than that. Yeah, this motherfucker over here, he's like right over there. Like, yeah, this one right here. This little ginger bitch. He's a ginger, too, so, Redhead fans. He's DTF. No, he's not. I wouldn't. That's always the issue. It's like, you just text like 4 fucking letters. Like, even if somebody asks you, "What are you up to?" and you're like, "Nothing." Don't put NM. NM means nothing to me. Nothing, and then like a parentheses to me. Like, that's what that means to me. "Oh, what are you doing?" "Nothing to you, motherfucker. I hate you." This just seems really fucking disappointing to everybody that's fucking listening to you. I have like a policy of trying to make as many words into a sentence as I can, which gets really heinous when I fucking type like papers out, because it's like, Jesus Christ, can you not run on once? That'd be cool. But no, instead it's always like, "Oh my God, I'm so sad." Bitch, you have a bunch more words to explain that. I don't need to ask why, right? It's just brevity in texting pisses me off. I get it, you have a plan, but there's 160 characters. If you can tweet that you shit, you can fucking tell me what was up. Even if it's just like some bullshit went down and I'm fucking pissed off. You could be like that. And I'd be like, well, what the fuck is your bullshit? And then you can explain that in one text, hopefully. Because if your bullshit's that convoluted, you should just call me. Fuck. I fucking hate it when people don't call. Like, they're like, hey, I'll call you. I'm like, sure, I don't get good reception, but I prefer that they just called me. And it's especially bad when, like, they call you for the sole purpose of doing something that could be answered over text. Like, hey, what are you up to? Jack shit. Fuck off. Why'd you call me? And that's the end of the conversation, usually. Just like, jack shit. Oh, cool, me too. Do you want to do something? That's texting shit. If it's like, man, this bitch broke my heart. That's understandable. You should fucking call. But, like, it's always that way. Like, I might be making up social rules that don't exist, but I always figured that was a fucking rule. Like, just, if you can do something shorter, do it shorter. Fuck. But yeah. Biggest concern I have is, like, it translates to real talking. Like, I've heard somebody say LMAO. Like, really? You're not laughing your ass off to me. Like, straight up, it's right there. You don't need to be saying that shit. Your body's right there. I mean, fuck off.